Hello. Hi. Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Hello.
So, I want to announce something very sad, first of all. Something extremely, extremely sad. Anya may think that, hey, this is actually the very first stream that we're starting on time without any issues. However, anyone who may be joining in chat and who may be seeing the live chat length right now may realize that actually I accidentally set the stream for 6 PM earlier today because I was using my usual stream time. And I had to change it to 10 PM later. But
I got sleep. I got coffee. It's Friday. It's not storming. And you fucked this.
I'm so sorry.
The real stream was 4 hours ago. We're just faking it at this point.
I guess. I was trying to come up with some kind of joke between Stay Night and Strange Fake. I guess Fate Night Fake would be this at this point.
Fortnite.
Shut up! And then, woo, hello Jade! Also, you may notice I'm actually eating my dinner. I couldn't eat it like earlier, so we may be just a little bit of pre-stream. So, thank you for being here with me, Anya.
Well, for the first time, everything's in order and everything's fine. And now I have to cover for you?
Listen, you know what was up when you signed the contract?
I didn't sign shit.
I mean, maybe not you, but there was like a really nice guy in a lab coat.
Bill 9. Oh boy,
yeah.
I just completely blanked for a second.
Don't worry, it happens to the best of us.
There was like the ruminations of a joke forming in there, and it just all went tumbling down.
And then there's the ruminations of me just masticating a sandwich.
Man, I think I want you never to say that again. Thank you. I appreciate it in advance.
I sure used those words.
That was sure a thing you said, but you didn't have to. I understand you're eating right now. Every bite, every mouthful, the words you can get out are precious. Maybe just think about them a little more.
Don't worry. I am very, very, very used to just not thinking before I open my goddamn mouth.
I think it's one of the biggest reasons we're friends.
What the fuck do you mean, Tom?
I don't think there's anything that could mean that I want to hear about right now.
Tom, you got it wrong. I am not a pred.
Oh my god. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
You cannot. You're latched onto my shoulder and you cannot leave. See, I'm shaking you, shaking you, shaking you.
Oh fuck! I am stuck here.
There's one thing you can say about me is that I'm honest even when I don't directly mean to be. Please elaborate on what you mean by that. Oh, you wanna be bread is what you meant. Okay, fair. You know what? Fair enough.
I think what it means is that, you know, because you don't think about anything that comes out of your mouth, you are speaking from the heart. And that's worth something.
That was actually very kind, honestly. That you could have brought that on in so many directions that could be very humiliating and very silly, but no, you chose to be genuine and sweet, and honestly, I love you.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I have to like balance out karmically because, you know, I spend half of my time harassing you and half of my time building you up. And I feel like as long as I keep you guessing, we don't have to worry about anything.
That is honestly a good descriptor of a good chunk of my relationships lately, and I don't know what that says about.
I think you do.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do a little bit. But yeah, okay. I'm going to BRB to get this plate out of my face right now. Anya, could you entertain chat while I BRB? Thank you.
Oh, shit. I could start reading Wikipedia articles if everybody would love that. That could be exciting. But I think that's all I got. Well,
please read the wiki article for CPT. Thank you.
For what? No, I'm not going to do that. Some secrets. Oh gosh, I'm really blanking here. See, now, I exist as an accessory. You can tell by the fact that I'm genuinely only here in other streams. I need someone to work off of.
Actually, I'm still here, like, just for one moment. I want to say, please do not feel pressured. I don't want you to actually feel bad about any of this.
Oh, I don't worry, but I am fumbling the bag. Also, I knew you were still here because I can just hear you snorfing in the background there. Oh, maybe she's not here anymore. I hear noise. Save me, please. I'm drowning. Thank you. I try and be based at all times. Kindness is just something I think so important to show. I feel like I feel like I've got a spotlight on me. How are you guys doing? I've never been asked just to fill space before. I kind of feel like I'm just sitting here in a void. It's fine. Seen any good movies lately? I just watched the Transformers series again recently. That's pretty cool. Oh, thank God.
I have officially returned.
Hi. Hello.
How are you doing, Han?
See, I'm not, like, as an entertainer, poorly. Emotionally, I'm fantastic.
Okay, good, fine. Just as long as you're not suffering about it, I don't mind pulling shenanigans like that.
I don't feel pain.
Like that one Miku song.
Also, no, not like the original Transformers cartoon. I watched the Bayverse movies.
A warm base take about. Oh. Sorry. I accidentally clicked my phone when I was dragging it closer and it just turned off. One moment while I turn on the game itself. Where the fuck am I looking for this? I'm blanking. Professional streaming. Only here in Wakraya Elbers.
Only the highest of quality of production. We have a whole team behind the scenes making everything work. All of us are trained improv comedians.
God, imagine that. Imagine. I do not understand the improv comedy. I really do not. And when I say I don't understand it, I mean the idea of having to be so witty on the spot and come up with something. Like, I do the most basic version of improv, which is like just being able to say something relevant at any given point. And I am amazed at all points when I see someone like, what's his name? Brennan. Like, Brennan just go on some kind of epic tirade with a monologue about minotaurs on the fucking maze when he was just trying to point out that he was being tricked by the program. That was eye-opening. Like, oh my god, at what level does your brain have to work to be able to do this?
When you say Brennan, are you referring to the Lee Mulligan variety?
Yes. Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Absolute master. That
man is so good.
Easily one of the funniest people right now.
You managed to finish eating before the stream? What the fuck are you supposed to watch? Anyway, we're going to be going into exposition immediately, which is the reason I didn't start just doing stuff while I was eating, because I know I'm going to be using my mouth a bunch.
Oh, we're gonna have to be talking.
I have a feeling that you're not going to be doing much talking, because I voice both Rin and Shiro. When Saber says something... Oh, why don't you tell chat your 2 guesses for the servants thus far?
Okay, I still don't know how to say the Irish one's name. But the man with the gay bulg, that kind of gave it away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I did great.
Don't worry, you did perfectly.
And then, what was my other take?
It was about Saber.
Oh, yeah. As exactly as I said to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fucking King Arthur?
Maybe not, who knows?
Like, I don't know. But also, like, I wouldn't know how to draw Excalibur at first either, you know?
Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. She is just a swordswoman with a cool invisible sword. We don't know anything yet.
I have a feeling that we're just not gonna worry about it.
I also have a feeling we may be hearing what her true name is soon, considering that Shiro has no fucking clue what's going on, and we're going to go into the explanation. So she will probably be like, okay, I'm going to also try to extend an olive branch here and tell you, or something like that.
We'll see what happens.
So, I'm in a strange situation. As I have said many times, I fucking love Nasui just pointing out that something is weird.
This is very strange. This is weird. Looks at me oddly.
Rin Dosaka said something really weird. So I'm in a strange situation. In front of me is the school's #1 idol who I admire, Tosaka Rin. And following silently behind me is Saber, who calls herself a servant. Oh, the hallway suddenly feels like a different dimension. But I can't be a coward forever. I'm a magus, even if I'm just an amateur. Tosaka Rin, a magus just like me, is acting so fearlessly, so I have to act firmly too. But I can only work out a few things. First about Saber, who's following me. I am sure that she's some kind of familiar, but because she calls me master and I've made a contract with her. I hear that familiar is some kind of assistant for a magus. Most magi prefer transfer part of their body into something and summon it as another self. For the other self, a magus usually uses a small animal. That's simply because it's easy to take over the mind of something like a cat or a dog.
Fucked up.
Yeah, some Maya use a human as their familiar, but they need enough magical energy to restrain a human at all times if they do such a thing. Oh, so they're not even fucking dead, they're just completely overriding them at all times?
That's fucked up. That's a little fucked up.
Yeah! But if one constantly uses enough magical energy to control someone, it could take most of the Magus' magical energy to sustain the familiar. But that'd be putting the cart before the horse. A familiar is something that assists the Magus. To reduce the burden on the Magus, it is commonly accepted that small animals are most suitable. So I've been taught, but...
What is it, Shiro?
No, it's nothing. Saber looks human no matter how you look at her. And she's clearly superior to me, her master. I don't have the magical energy to control such a person, and more than that, I don't have the magical circuits to summon a familiar. You do love some mind control. Yeah, you good, Tom. So Saber must be something rather unlike a familiar. She said she was a servant. I don't know what that is, but I think the man called Lancer and the man in red with Tosaka were the same thing. Then it must be that Tosaka is also called a master. I just saw her magic skills. If I am worth half a Magus, she is worth about 3 Magi. Though of course there's no point in comparing me to other Magi when I can only use a strengthening magic. Anyway, Tosaka is an amazing Magus. In any spiritually superior land is a family of Magi that looks after that land. The Emiya family only came to this land in Kiritsugu's generation, so we're you strangers. That's why I didn't know that the Tosakas were Magi, and I don't think Tosaka knew that the Emiyas were a family of Magi either. There are several Magi in this town that I don't know about. If Lancer is the familiar of another Magus in town, then does that mean that I stuck my head into a conflict between Magi? It's pretty vague. Japanese style is unusual for me. Is it the living room, Emiya-kun? Saying so, Tosaka goes into the living room. Let's stop thinking for now.
Me too.
I love that Rin would be the kind to be like, okay, before I enter, I need to assess and analyze everything I know so I can go in with like the best possible chances I have at discussing this thing going on. And Emiya's just like, let's stop thinking. I do not want to deal with this now. Let's just listen to Tosaka's story.
Take it away.
I turned the lights on. It's already past 1 in the morning. It's so cold. What's this? The windows are broken? I couldn't help it. I was attacked by this Lancer guy. I was just desperate. Oh, I see. Then were you fighting him alone until you summoned Saber? I didn't fight him. He just beat me up. So you don't try to show off, huh? I see. You're really just as you appear, Emiya-kun. You're just a plain fucking himbo.
Just a fucking guy.
Tosaka walks over to the broken window. Huh? Tosaka takes a piece of the shattered glass, takes a look at it, and... Your cue, please.
Minuten verschleißen.
She cuts the tip of her finger and puts a drop of her blood on the glass. What kind of magic is this? The shattered glass combines on its own and restores itself in a matter of seconds. To Tosaka, that was... It's just a small demonstration. It won't be enough to repay you for saving me, but I have to at least do this much. What a fucking smug smile!
It's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
I love her!
I fucking love Ren.
Well, I'm sure you could have fixed it even if I hadn't, but that's just a waste of magical energy, right? All you really have to do is replace the window, but we don't want to talk in this cold, do we? She says so as if it's something natural. but needless to say, her skills are beyond my understanding. No, that's amazing, Tosuka. I can do that sort of thing, so I'm glad you fixed it.
He was fully ready to bring out, like, the window frame and the nails.
Huh? There's no way you can't fix it. Handling glass is so elementary. Restoring glass that broke a few minutes ago is only like an admission test for any school, right? So that's how it is? I was only taught by my father, so I don't even know the basics of the elementary stuff. Huh? Tosuka freezes. Damn it, it seems I said something I shouldn't have.
Oh, I said something weird.
Wait, then you're saying you're just an amateur who can't even run your own workshop? I don't have a workshop. Well, I do have that shit as my training area, but I think Tosuka could get mad if I called that my workshop. I think it's impossible, but I'll ask anyway. Could it be that you don't know how to handle the 5 main elements or how to make a pass? I honestly admit that I don't know.
I love watching the sprite get, like, steadily more frustrated as it goes on.
She's just listening to Shiro talk and she's realizing that this fucking himbo that doesn't know anything about anything at all just summoned the servant that she wanted. This man got the 5-star that she couldn't get, and she's mad.
This guy just got into the card game and got the really nice card in the booster pack.
Rin is a whale that has been saving up to get the one card that she really wanted, and Shiro just kinda wasn't even going for it, but just found it on the ground somewhere.
Stumbled into it.
All this artist effort put into some making her look gradually more annoyed. Yeah.
I feel it's integral to her character.
Yeah. Wow, that's scary. She's so beautiful usually, so she looks pretty scary now. What are you, just an amateur? That's not true. I can at least use strengthening magic. Strengthening? That's an awfully odd magic. So you can do anything other than that? Tosuka glares at me. Well, to be honest, probably not. Her glare makes my answer vague. Why did Saber get summoned to a guy like this? Look at her!
She's having a breakdown.
She sighs. It makes me mad. I haven't been playing around. I know that I'm an amateur, but I don't think it matters right now. Well, I don't care. There's no point in complaining about what's already happened. More importantly, I have to pay back my debt right now. Tosuka takes a breath. Well, I'll begin. She's just gone into fucking info dump mode.
Teacher mode.
She has become the autism creature. She's going to info dump about her special interest, the Holy Grail War. Be careful. Emiya-kun, you don't know what kind of situation you're in right now, correct? I nod. I like the little fucking shake of everything but Ren.
The little camera shake, yeah.
I thought so. Well, I could tell easily, but I have to confirm, right? It's only putting flop on my mind if I tell someone that already knows about it. Huh? I think that was a weird phrase, but I stay quiet as I think she'll beat me up if I make fun of her now. No, he's right! To put it bluntly, you have been chosen as a master. You have a holy sign on one of your hands, right? On your hand or on your arm. There are personal differences, but there should be 3 command spells engraved. That is a sign of a master. On my hand? Oh, this. That wasn't just a weird translation, no, don't worry. Yep, that is also a spell that rules the servant, so take care of it. It's called a command spell, and you can retain control over your servant as long as you have it. What do you mean, as long as I have it? The command spell is an item of unconditional obedience. I think you've already realized that servants have their own will, but that mark overrules their will and makes them obey your command. There is no spell needed to activate it, and it will be activated when you put your mind to using it. But you'll lose one for every time you use it, so make sure you only use it twice. If you lose all your command spells, you'll be killed, so be careful. Yeah, the end is very well translated so far. I'll be killed? That's right, it's fundamental in the Holy Grail War for masters to kill other masters, and the master that kills the other 6 masters is awarded with the Holy Grail. Ah? He's just like, what have I fucking gotten into? Hold on, I don't understand what Tosaka is talking about at all. Like, the part about masters killing other masters, and the part where the winner gets a Holy Grail. Wait, does she mean that Holy Grail? Huh.
Like the cup?
You still don't understand? To put it simply, you've been dragged into a game. A survival game between the 7 masters, a game called the Holy Grail War, a battle royale between the masters that won't end until you kill all other masters. Can I just say, I did not expect you to use both the phrase survival game and battle royale to describe this. Like, it is.
Squid Games!
It is what it is, but I didn't expect her to just bluntly state it.
I feel like those words have a lot more cultural baggage now than they did before.
Fate Night Battle Royale. Fuck you, Sadami.
Battle Royale between the masters. Like Fortnite?
Oh, if this was said just a little bit, oh my god, there could definitely be some like future entry in the series where that happens.
Let's be honest, I think Shiro's more of a PUBG guy.
You just got a really nice cap. It's got I survived the Holy Grail War on it and everything.
I survived the Holy Grail War and all I got was this cup.
Tosaka Rin states so as if it's the most natural thing in the world.
Hey, I lost the stream.
Ah!
Hold on.
Take your time. God. Oh, I can't imagine Shiro playing Fortnite. I really can't.
I'm back.
Are you back? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's good.
That phrase swirls in my head. I have been chosen as a master. Tosaka says she is a master. Familiars called the servants, and a battle to the death between other magi called the Holy Grail War. Wait, what is that? What are you talking about all of a sudden? I understand how you feel, but I'm just telling you the truth. Besides, you should understand deep down. You should know you're in a situation you can't run away from, having been almost killed by that servant twice already now. And it's kinda off screen. Let me slide a little bit to the left.
No, it's fine, I understand. You don't want me to be seen.
No! There you are! That's... Certainly, I was almost killed by that Lancer guy, but...
I love the smug Ren.
Yeah! Oh no, that's wrong. In fact, you weren't almost killed. You were actually killed. I'm surprised you're alive again.
You don't get to do that, Ren.
I wonder if, and if she does, when she's going to tell him that she was the one to save him.
He's gotta find out eventually, right?
Like, if he's not too dumb to fucking put 2 and 2 together, he'll realize that Rin is the one that has the red archer. So he will be able to, oh, if the blue guy killed me, then she is the one that was there. She must have saved me, right?
Right, like that's the only logical conclusion.
Tosaka's comment finishes me off. Honey. Honey.
Let's not linger. Let's go.
Honey, that is not until 20 hours from now.
Cease.
No, I'm trans! That's right. That guy killed me, and I certainly died. No excuses, no negotiation was possible. I was just someone who had to be killed. So, even if I do deny this battle to the death that I cannot understand, the other Senate will not withdraw. Do you get it now? Then I'll go on. I don't exactly know what the Holy Grail War is, but I know that every few decades, 7 masters are chosen and given servants. I'm also chosen as a master. That's why I made a contract with a servant, and you made a contract with Saber.
So, all the masters have to get together and kill each other. I happen to also be a master.
Think of the servant as a familiar, given to you by the Holy Grail to win the Holy Grail War. And as masters, we are to work together with our servants to kill other masters. Do you get it now? He doesn't want to get it. The second description is too brief for me to understand, but there's one thing I do wonder about. Hold on. You say Saber is a familiar, but I'm not convinced. Familiars are things like cats and birds, right? Well, I do hear that some use human ghosts, but Saber has a body. Besides, she doesn't look like a familiar. I glanced at Saber. She's just kind of been chilling there.
Just fucking Robert Pattinson, like, standing in the kitchen.
I kinda love when Saber is just, like, in the background, so they, like, draw her smaller. like she's just there, standing.
She has, like, such a judgmental stare.
Saber is quietly listening to her conversation. She looks just like a human being. I don't know her identity, but she's a girl about my age. Just having a girl like that near me is more than enough, so I don't get it when she tells me that Saber is a familiar. And besides, my heart is pounding right now. Familiar, huh? Well, servants are in that category, but they're on a different level. Because that girl over there is a ghost liner, considered to be the strongest of all familiars. Ghost liner? Do you mean she really is a ghost? A human ghost that stopped living a long time ago. The remaining minds of those with strong abilities who remain in this world even after they die. But that doesn't make sense. A ghost doesn't have a body. A ghost can only be hurt by ghosts. So, as I have a body, a ghost shouldn't be able to kill me. A ghost, she's similar, but Saber would have killed you if you compare her to one. I like that she's just trying to, like, compliment Saber sneakily with this one.
Right? Like, yeah, but she's way cooler than you.
She's way cooler than just a ghost. She could have killed you, right, Saber? You could kill this guy if he compared you, right? And she just like
Saber's just A-posing in the corner.
Servants are heroes of the past, given bodies, beings surpassing humans, more like spirits. Heroes of the past, given bodies? That's right, a legendary hero was pulled from the past, or the present, or whenever, and given a body. Well, it's the role of the master to summon them, and the Holy Grail does the rest. It's impossible for a magus to give shape to a soul, so we're assisted by a strong artifact. Hold on, so a hero of the past means... what? I look over at Saber. Again! Then she's a heroine from the past too. Well, it's true that nobody could dress like that now, but still. That's impossible. I've never heard of any such magic. Of course not, this isn't magic. Think of it as a phenomenon created by the Holy Grail. It's impossible to recreate a soul and give it a body without it. It's cooler than magic. It's super magic. A creation of the soul. Then a servant isn't a ghost. No? Haven't you been taught that any humans, animals, or machines that leave any great achievements behind get removed from the ring of reincarnation and sublimate into beings of higher rank? Thank you for fucking explaining to me that going into the throne is escaping samsara. I actually didn't really think about that.
That's a statement to just drop.
Yeah. Also, or machines that leave any great achievements behind, eh?
Xbox.
Hey girl on the Xbox. To put it simply, they've been worshipped and made into artificial gods. Basically, that's a way to put it. Ghost magic, such as supplicating ghosts, uses heroic spirits to make miracles happen. Machines have always been illegible, yeah, Almao. That's really interesting to see, because I often see people being like, why the fuck is Voyager a heroic spirit? I think the boy should be. But the servants are familiars of the heroes themselves.
Sorry, hang on. Remember, I'm new in town. Did you just say the Voyager probe? Wait, hang on.
Yeah? Voyager is just a cute boy, don't worry about it.
Fuck, man.
Actually, I can pull up the picture right now if you want.
Why not? Sure.
Let me show you the boy, because the boy is really good, and I think everyone should see the boy. Here, let me copy this.
I needed a second to catch on. It was like, yeah, everyone's like, why is the Voyager probe a servant? And I'm like, yeah, like, that's so silly to what?
Okay, give me a moment. Image. No image. Cancel. Remove. Sorry, my OBS is being a little bit slow. Browser. Create browser. There we go. Here's Voyager. That's the boy on stream.
Wait for it to catch up. Hold on.
That's the boy. He's a really good boy.
Oh yeah, you know, the Voyager probe.
The Voyager probe, don't worry about him.
That's the Voyager probe.
He is cute. Don't get me started on what he represents as a heroic spirit. You will cry, he's so wonderful. I don't actually know because I have not read Fate Requiem, which is where he is from. But
This
yeah.
really is the start of Fate.
So they accompany you in spirit form, but if need be, you can give them form to make them fight. So you mean you can give them form or keep them in spirit form? I don't see your servant, so he's in spirit form right now? No, he's healing his wounds in the summoning circle at my house right now. Saber wounded him just now, right? If I hadn't withdrawn him by force, he could have been annihilated in one blow. Look, the only ones who can beat these servants are other servants, spirits like them. Well, we can hit them too if they take form, so we might be able to beat them. No, you can't. But servants are all strong as monsters, right? So we let monsters deal with monsters. The master usually supports them from behind. Yeah, he's also the little prince, Voyager. He's a good boy. Tosaka's explanation irritates me for some reason. She calls them monsters. I don't know about other servants, but I don't want her to talk about Saber like that. Anyway, someone who becomes a master must kill all other masters using his servant. Do you understand it so far? In words, yes, but I'm not convinced. To begin with, who started such a thing and why? Oh, that's a whole kind of words you just asked, honey. That's not something I know about, nor should I answer. You should put that kind of question to the one overseeing the Holy Grail War. Oh, are we actually going to see him?
God?
The one thing I can tell you is that all you can do now is to fight, and servants are powerful familiars, so you should use them wisely. Tosaka says so, and now turns to Saber. So from what I hear from Emiya-kun, you must not be in full form, Saber. You were summoned by an apprentice magus who has no idea how to be your master.
Yes, I am not in full form, as you say. Since Jiro does not have the magical energy to give me form, it will be difficult for me to turn into a spirit or to replenish my magical energy.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you were in that bad of a state, but I didn't think you'd tell me honestly. I was wondering how I ought to find out your weakness. She was just trying to pry her, and she was so blunt that Ren immediately blushed. You are so gay. Holy shit.
I do not wish to let others know of my weakness, but I do not think I can fool you. It would be meaningless to hide our situation from you. So it will be better for us to tell you of our situation, and to have Shiro better understand the situation he's in right now.
She is very pragmatic.
I love it.
Correct, and you have a good personality too. Jeez, I'm regretting it even more now. If I was your master, I could have surely won this war.
Yay.
Like, she really is just fangirling over her.
I know.
Tosaka clenches her fist with anger. Tosaka, do you mean I'm not fit to be her master? Of course not, idiot. Wow, she just said something that any normal person would have trouble saying. What? Do you have any more questions? And she doesn't realize it.
What a cunt.
Her honor student image from school crumbles inside of me. Good going, Issei. Tosaka certainly shows no openings, just like a devil. Well, we're done talking, so let's get going. Tosaka suddenly says something strange. I love those sentences. Huh? Go where? It's fucking 1 AM. We're going to see the guy who knows all about the game you're involved in, the Holy Grail War. You want to know the reasons behind the Holy Grail War, right? Oh, I know who we're meeting. Of course, but where is it? It's already late, so... It'll be fine. It's in the neighboring town, so we should be back by dawn if we hurry. And besides, it's Sunday tomorrow, so it should be fine to stay up late.
Ooh, party!
No, that is not the problem. It's just that a lot of things happened today, so I want to have a rest and think about them. What, you're not going? Well, if you say so, but what about you, Saber? Tosaka asks Saber. Hold on, this has nothing to do with Saber, don't push her. You're already feeling like a master? You don't want me talking to Saber?
She's so fucking smart.
I fucking love her! That's not it! It's just that if what you said is true, then Saber is a heroine from the past, right? So she wouldn't know about this time since she was just summoned. So,
Jiro, that is wrong. Servants can adapt to any time, so I know a lot about this age as well.
Really?
Yes, this is not the first time I've been summoned to this age.
Huh? No way, what are the chances of that? Hey, Tosaka's surprised too! So that must mean Saber said something incredible!
Shiro, I agree with her. You lack experience as a master. As a servant making a contract with you, I want you to be stronger.
Saber stares at me silently. It's a gentle stare that's worried not for herself, but for me. Alright, I'll go. So where's this place, Tosaka? It's a place we can come back from, right? Of course! We're heading to Kotomine Church in the neighboring town. That's where the false priest, the one who oversees this battle, is living. Here we go!
Yeah, the Ketamine Church.
Tosaka makes an evil smile. It looks like she's having fun dragging me around while I don't know anything. It might be prejudice, but I'm beginning to feel like there's a problem with her personality. Oh, what a goddamn himbo.
I think I don't like this girl.
We walk through the nighttime town. Oh, it's that guy, says Jade.
Oh yeah, that guy.
It's past 1 in the morning and there's no one out at this time. The lights in the houses are out, and the street lamps illuminate the silent town. Hey Tosaka, are you planning to walk to the neighboring town? Yeah, the buses and trains stop running. A walk at night is good once in a while, right? I see. Then, if I may ask, do you know how long it takes to get there? Well, it should take about an hour walking. If it gets late, we can always take a taxi. I love that they had this whole conversation about the Holy Grail War, and servants, and magic, and ghost liners, and now they're just like... just kinda walking down the street like, we can call a taxi if you want.
We could just like get an Uber and not be here.
I won't waste that kind of money, and besides, what I mean is, it might be dangerous for girls to walk around at times like this. You know, it's dangerous, right? I won't be responsible if something happens. Don't worry, nobody's going to mess with us. You may be forgetting, but Saber is really fucking strong. She's just showing like, what kind of guy are we fucking escorting to the church? That he can't even realize that Saber will literally just cut down anyone like that approaching.
That's awfully convenient for the bitch whose servant's fucking healing elsewhere.
Oh, she's right. Whoever it is, if someone attacks her, they will be counterattacked viciously. I'm sorry, that is so...
That's certainly one way of disguising.
I can't! Oh, that's beautiful!
I would never suspect a thing.
The fact that she just appeared in the raincoat, like they didn't even say or imply anything about it.
I think it's very important for her to have little galoshes. Because, I mean, you're not just gonna go stomping around in, like, the iron boots, right? You get your little rubber ones.
I love
Ren,
her.
what was Shiro saying? I did not quite understand.
Well, he was just making a big understanding or being plain stupid. He's saying he will help us if some pervert appears. She's just like so exasperated, like this guy doesn't realize that both of us could beat his ass. What?
What? Shiro's my master. I should be protecting him instead.
I don't think he's thinking about that sort of thing. He seems unconcerned about Magi and servants and all. I kind of wonder what's going on in his head.
You can't just shit talk. He's right there.
I fucking love her expression right now. She's such a fucking cat.
I need that, but it's got like... It's the cat that's being all smug and has all the knives pointed at it, but it's that specific thing of Ren.
Yes!
I need that.
Yes, please! Mika just... Tosaka and Saber now know each other well enough to talk to each other. Saber has been silent ever since I stopped her from going out dressed like she was. She said she wouldn't take off her armor, so I made her wear a raincoat, and she's been quiet ever since.
She's grumpy. She's in the cone.
Now she follows me and only speaks to Tosaka. This is too fucking funny.
That's so stupid. Oh my god. That's fantastic.
Wait, where are you going, Emiya-kun? Isn't that the wrong way? We need to get to the bridge, right? Then this will be a shortcut. I don't want to walk alongside them, so I quickly make my way to the small side road. They follow me without objection. There's the bridge!
A bridge.
We come out into a park. We had to cross that bridge to go to the neighboring town of Shinto, but... I didn't know about this road. I see. Since you can get to the bridge from the park, all you have to do is head for the park. Maybe just because it's nighttime. Saka's face looking up at the bridge seems even more beautiful than at school. I'm troubled! Let's go! We didn't come here to play around. Shiro, you just said that you have big issues with her personality. Don't start falling for her more.
You fool.
Saber is adorable when she's grumpy. Yeah! I hurry Tosaka, who is standing still in the park, and make my way up the stairs. Once we reach the road alongside the bridge, Shinto will be straight ahead of us. Also, I love the decompression. After the big fight and summoning scene and exposition dump, we are now just chilling, going through town, and being a little bit funny.
Stuff got intense, now we just chill out, relax, let's go find our mentor figure, everything's fine. It's the hero's journey, baby, answer the call.
There's no one on the bridge. That's all natural, as not many people use it even during daytime. It's more normal to use the bus or the train to get to the neighboring town, so this bridge is rarely used. That's because it's so long and it carries a fear that it might collapse on you. Must be why this place isn't used for dates, even though it's a perfect location. It's perfect, location-wise.
The thrill of danger makes it better.
That's stupid, what am I thinking? Saber is following me suddenly, and Tosaka is walking right beside me. Trying to ignore them, I hurry across the bridge. They're so awkward. Archer just shows up. Rin, what the fuck? Where were you? Why are you with the enemy? Archer must be so worried, like he must be like, oh god, she must have been captured by the enemy. Beyond the bridge, Tosaka leads us into the suburbs. When I think about it, when I think about Shinto, only the office buildings in front of the station come to mind, but there are streets from older times once you get away from the station. The suburbs are the most extreme of those. There are hilly roads and a high ground overlooking the sea. As you go further up the hill, there are fewer buildings and the foreigner's cemetery built on the slope of the hill can be seen. The church is up there? You must have been there at least once, right? No, I know. It used to be an orphanage, though. I see. Then it will be your first time today. You should prepare yourself. The priest...
That particular Rin face is the most like, get a load of this guy. Like...
Yeah. The priest there is a difficult man to deal with. Whatever could you mean, Rin? I'm sure this is a perfectly fine... priest. Don't worry about it.
As someone who is a little clueless, I'm also sure he's fine.
Archer turns into an overprotective dad. Cute. Could be. Tosaka starts up the hill. Looking up, I can see a building at the top of the hill. I was so afraid for a moment that you were going to say that looking up you could see her panties through the skirt. Thank you for not being like that. A church atop the hill. I never thought I'd visit God's house for the first time for reasons like this.
That's his fucking house, dude.
Wow, this is really awesome. That is always a funny sentiment when I am like smack dab in the middle of Europe and I'm like so used to very old churches and it's like, it's cool, but it is not as special for me.
As someone who lives in the part of America with like the oldest buildings that
Anya? She disappeared! Anya? Are you okay?
oh boy,
What happened?
I don't know.
You were talking about being in the park with the oldest building, and then it just got.
Yeah, I think my Discord just crashed or refreshed or something.
Oh. You have been summoned to the Holy Grail War.
Oh fuck. Oh, machines are eligible, that makes sense.
It's true! But yeah, as you were saying, hon?
Oh yeah, I'm from the place with the oldest buildings that like we have, and it's like none of them are really like impressive. Like the architecture there is all very like colonial and everything. So it's like all this like old fancy stuff that people make a big deal out of, and it's just like, oh no, it's just kind of a white building with columns, I suppose. That's pretty neat.
When you just live there. That would be like it. They got her, says Jade. The church.
We got more Duncans than churches now, so that's all that matters.
The church is magnificent. The whole top of the hill must be the church's land, as a flat field welcomes me as soon as I reach the top. The church isn't that big, but it is compelling, towering over its visitors.
Shiro, I'll remain here.
Huh? Why? I can't just leave you here when we have come up here together.
I did not come from the church. I followed to protect you. If your destination is the church, you should not go any further. So I shall wait here for your return.
Fair. Saber says clearly. It doesn't seem like she'll budge an inch, so I decided to just respect her decision. Alright, then I'll be going.
Please do not let your guard down, whomever you are facing, Master.
Here we go!
Oh jeez. I don't like that this is being hyped up.
It is a large, impressive chapel. Since it's so large, many people must come here during the day. If he's entrusted with such a church, the priest here must be a man of character. Tosaka, what kind of person is the priest here? It's kind of hard to explain. I've known him for 10 years, but I still can't grasp his character. You've known him for 10 years? That's a pretty long relationship. Is he a relative of yours or something? He's not my relative, but he's my guardian. On top of that, he's my senior as an apprentice and my second teacher. Huh. Senior as an apprentice? Do you mean apprentice as a magus? That's right, but why are you so surprised? Because he's a priest. Aren't priests forbidden to use magic? By their nature, a magus and the church cannot be in harmony. The organization that Magi belong to is called the Magic Association, and the other side of religion, the side that you wouldn't see while living a normal life, is called the Holy Church. The two are very similar. They cooperate in name, but they're always trying to kill each other when given the chance.
Yeah, that tracks.
The church hates heretics. They totally eliminate the new inhuman, and they count magic-using humans among their targets.
Alright.
For the church, miracles are only given to the chosen holy saints. Any miracles handled by other people are heresies. There are no exceptions, even for those within the church. The higher one's risen in the church, the more one is prohibited from the impurity of magic. And for a follower entrusted with a church like this, and the more divine protection one receives, the more one should stay away from magic. Now, first of all, is the priest here even on our side? Yeah, he's the one who's supervising the Holy Grail War after all. He's a real agent. Well, I don't know if he has divine protection though.
They're introducing a lot of new terms.
I guess she means an agent of the church. But also,
It's
vibe
just
protection.
it's because agent is capitalized.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's not like, oh yeah, he's just like an agent of the church. Like, oh yeah, that's an agent. Like, that's supposed to mean something.
That's like a rank specifically within the church, maybe.
Fucked up.
Tosaka's footsteps echo as she approaches the altar. It's bad manners to do that when the priest isn't here, but it's so late at night. He won't be in the chapel, so if he's anywhere, it will be the private room in the back. So who is this priest? You said a name like Kotomine before. His name is Kotomine Kirei. He's a student of my father, and we've had an inseparable relationship for 10 years now. Well, I wish I'd never met him though.
Oh jeez.
There he is. Do you wish? Do you wish
Sure.
priesthood?
I don't know what I'm getting into.
What?
And it feels like something. So I'm nervous.
Don't worry about him. He's fine.
I feel the same way. I did not want an apprentice who did not respect her teacher.
A footstep. He must have noticed our entry as he slowly appears from the other side of the altar.
He looks like every member of REO Speedwagon. You didn't answer my repeated calls, and now you bring a strange guest. So here's the 7th one, Ren? Oh, I know. Okay, we've heard this guy's voice.
Yeah, he's the one who was talking to her through the phone.
Yeah, he's the one that Ren hung up on.
Stop!
Why is he so big? Okay, so when Archer turns to face you, it bothers me because it's symmetrical. But at least, like, not everything about his poses. This guy is 100% a mirrored sprite staring directly at me, and I feel unsafe beneath his gaze.
Allow me to just graphic it a little bit. Just watch him, don't worry about him.
I don't like the way he's looking at me.
I do know exactly what's playing in your head right now, Jadia. You don't know enough about Fate to know if he's socially evil, but he's 100% evil because he's a man of the cloth in a not RPG, but a setting very well could be an RPG. Thank you, Sadani. Right, he's a magus, but he's pretty much a beginner, so I just couldn't let him be. I believe it was the rules to report here when one becomes a master, right? It's a rule you invented, but I'll follow it this time.
Very well. Then I must thank this young man.
I love the deepness in his voice, but also this fucking music is that driving me insane, actually.
I am kind of suffering, yeah.
The priest called Kotomine slowly turns to me. Without realizing, I step back. He's not scary at all. I don't feel any hostility from him, but this priest still has a presence that makes the air around him feel heavy.
I am Konomine Kirei, the one entrusted with this church. What's your name, 7th Master?
Miyashiro. But I haven't agreed to this master thing yet. You hadn't noticed the music, you have your own playing? Fair.
Fuck you.
I glare back at the priest, trying to not lose against his presence. And then he turns.
Miyashiro.
Huh? The weight on my back turns into a chill.
I'm just waiting for, like, the hand to appear, like, reaching towards the camera.
The priest slowly smiles, as if he's met someone pleasant. I dislike this man. You should read it only the unvoiced dialogue, that could be less exhausting and less confusing. I lowered the volume specifically so we could read it. We are doing it basically because this is a very long VN and there's a bunch of people who are not listening. And they're not watching, they're just listening. And it's like, it feels good for them to be able to still follow stuff like a podcast, essentially, without having to check the tab every time. Right?
Right.
That smile. It makes me...
I thank you, Emiya. You have brought Rin here. If it were not for you, she would not have come.
But yeah, I would turn off the dialogue completely, but also I kinda like the voices, so I just compromise by having at like a significantly lower volume so we can speak over it without like just clipping and still hear it a little bit. I hope that's fine. That's how I have decided to do things, but I know it may not be the best way. The priest makes his way toward the altar. Tosaka moves away from the altar and stands beside me.
Then let us start. Emiya Shiro, you are Saber's master, correct?
Yeah, it's so deep, I love him.
That's very deep.
That's wrong. I certainly made a contract with her, but I don't understand this whole Master and Holy Grail War thing. If a master should be a proper magus, then you should go and choose a more suitable person.
I see. This is serious. Does he really know nothing, Rin?
I told you he's a beginner. Train him from the very first steps, will you? You're really good at that, right? Tosaka urges the priest.
Oh, I see. That's how it is, huh? I understand. This is the first time you've ever depended on me. Emiya Shiro, I can never thank you enough.
I don't like that. He's like, thanks to Emiya, Ren is here, and thanks to Emiya, he is...
I'm getting the reddest of flags right now.
I dislike this man. Fare Kotomine lads. Their conversation makes me feel uneasy.
First, let us correct your misunderstandings. Listen, Emiya Shiro. Master is not a role you can give to someone else, nor is it something you can stop being once you are chosen. Those who have those command spells carved on them cannot resign from being a master. You must accept that fact.
Why can't I quit?
The command spell is a holy mark. Becoming a master is a trial placed upon you. You cannot escape it just because it's inconvenient. You cannot be released from that pain until you obtain the Holy Grail. If you wish to retire from being a master, all you can do is obtain the Holy Grail and wish for it. If you do that, everything will be as you desire, Emiya Shiro. Your wishes, even cleaning out all the mud inside of you, is possible. Yes, it is even possible to start everything over again. Therefore, you should desire it. If the time comes, you will appreciate being chosen as a master. If you wish to erase those burns that cannot be seen, all you have to do is accept that holy mark.
Man, he's digging deep there!
It's kind of fucked up.
Wow! That is going for the throat immediately, Kotomine.
That's kind of fucked up.
What? I feel dizzy. The priest's words don't make any sense. They just confuse me more and more as I listen. You have been smiling the entire time since we walked into the church. You love to smile so much. Yeah, Tom? But still, his words soak into my brain and clot like blood. Kirei, don't go off topic. I asked you to tell him the rules. I didn't ask you to open up his old wounds. Oh, look at her. She's frustrated in his behalf.
She's standing up for somebody who isn't herself.
A voice cuts in. Tosaka? That clears up my dizzy head.
I see. It's pointless to say anything to these kinds of people, so I was trying to take away his morality while he's still misunderstood. I guess it's true that compassion is not good for others, and I rather enjoyed it too.
I was trying to take away his morality while he was still misunderstood, huh?
Oh boy, this sure is a guy.
Your whole personality was based on this guy in your teens? That must have been some teens to behold.
You good, buddy?
But does it do you good? Does it do you good to help him?
Of course. Helping people means saving yourself in the end. Well, it won't do any good to preach to you now. Stop. So let us return to the main topic, Anir's hero. The battle you have been dragged into is called the Holy Grail War. Have you learned from Rin that this is an all-out war between 7 masters using 7 servants?
Yeah, that's the clear part. I did. It's some ridiculous thing where 7 masters kill each other, right?
Indeed. But we are not committing these inhuman acts because we want to. Everything is a ritual to determine who is the most suitable to receive the Holy Grail. Because of its greatness, we require trials to determine its owner.
Don't worry about it.
This sounds fake. Fake and gay.
What trials? I'll bet this priest doesn't think of this Holy Grail War thing as a trial. Hold on, you keep saying Holy Grail War, but what is it? You can possibly mean the actual Holy Grail, right?
I think he can.
The Holy Grail? A grail said to have received the blood of the Christ. Of the Christ.
The Christ.
It is considered to be one of the greatest holy relics, and said to be capable of many miracles. The most common rumor about it is that the one who obtains the Holy Grail will obtain the world. But that's just an invention. After all, the Holy Grail itself is almost something that exists but doesn't exist. A Holy Grail that makes wishes come true suddenly appears in many folklores and legends around the world, but that's it. A fictional power doesn't exist and isn't possible. That is the Holy Grail. So answer, Karomine Kirei, is the Holy Grail you're talking about really the Holy Grail?
Of course. The Holy Grail that appears in this town is real. As a proof, the great miracle of the servants has occurred. Oh, I see. Summoning and controlling past heroes? No, a miracle close to resurrecting the dead is almost a sorcery. A Holy Grail with this much power shall grant its owner unlimited power. The object's unreality is worthless in front of that truth.
That is an argument to make.
That's kind of sick wording, though. I really fuck with that, actually. It's really cool.
Shiro being a Loki history and mythology buff is kinda cute, honestly. Yeah, he just was like, the one with the blood of Christ? That doesn't exist. And he's like, well, you've seen a miracle happen already. Who's to say it doesn't exist?
You don't mean that one, right? Yeah, I do.
So, he means that even if it's a fake, it doesn't matter if it has a power that would overwhelm even the true Holy Grail. Alright, let's assume that there really is a Holy Grail. Then why is it required to do something like the Holy Grail War? We shouldn't be killing each other if the Holy Grail exists. If the Holy Grail is so great, we can all share its power. What a nice boy.
What a nice boy. That's a fair argument, but we do not have such freedom. Only one person can obtain the Holy Grail. That is not something we chose, but what the Holy Grail has decided. The Holy Grail decides the 7 masters and summons the 7 servants. I told you that this is a ritual. The Holy Grail chooses the people suitable to obtain it, and selects its appropriate owner by making them fight for it.
What a bitch.
I feel like it's more complicated than that. I have a strange suspicion. I'm thinking exactly that in chat. What if no one decides to fight each other for it?
Then the war couldn't begin and it couldn't go anywhere.
Oh, then I guess there would be no VN, huh?
Just the last person to die gets a cool mark. But the people who... The thing about this, bearing some exceptions, like, for example, Shiro right now, who didn't have any fucking clue of what was going on. And even then, he's still... The thing about the Grail is, as he's saying, the Grail chooses the people that are going to be summoning the servants. Sometimes it just picks the people, and when it picks the people, it picks people with some kind of desire. It is a temptation, you know? You could not fight each other. However, you have been chosen by a holy relic that can grant you any wish, and it has picked someone, usually, that should have some kind of desire, so why couldn't they fight for it, you know?
So it kind of automatically goes towards somebody who's gonna fight for it.
For example, right now, Shiro is, like, reluctant and hesitant about all of this, but when you think about it, he's being told that a relic capable of doing anything he wants is available if he just kills another 6 people, you know?
And he's been being told this whole time that, you know, the things that he wants are impossible. You can't save everybody.
Exactly.
But, ooh, what if you could?
Exactly! But also,
oh, that's cool.
To obtain the power to save everybody, he cannot save the other masters.
So... Oh, that's so good. Like, that's so simple. So
right,
perfect.
Right? Right? It's so
dipping my fingers in the sauce, perfectly spiced. Good lord.
I love this. I actually really do love this.
Mm-hmm.
The priest speaks plainly. I had no rebuttal, and I looked down on my left hand. There is the mark they call the command spell. It must mean that as long as I have this mark, I cannot quit being a master. I'm not convinced. Even though only one person can be chosen, I don't like the idea that all we can do is kill the other masters. There it is. That's the crux.
Woo.
Pretty sure that the first or second war just ended because nobody killed and the war started again after like 60 years or so. Huh, I see, interesting. So it just kinda cancels itself. That's interesting.
I mean, like, I suppose, like, if you're starting a game where the rule is to kill each other and no one does it.
Hold on, you're misunderstanding. You think that you have to kill them. There's no need to kill the masters. Rin with the fucking sudden bomb. But you said we have to kill each other! Carmina said so too!
Everyone's like, yeah, you just have to fucking kill everybody. I don't want to kill everybody. You don't have to kill everybody.
You will kill each other. Fucking hell.
That's so fucked up.
But sorry, I read the line for you.
No, you're good, you're good.
You be quiet, Kirei. Now, the Holy Grail in this town is in spirit form. It's not something with form, so it's something we have to call forth by a special ritual, meaning we have to materialize it. We can call for it as Magi, but since it's in a spirit form, we cannot reach it. Do you understand what that means?
Your servants. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool. Woo.
Only spirits can touch spirits, right? That's why you need the servants.
Hey!
Exactly. To put it simply, the goal of the Holy Grail is to eliminate all the servants except your own, so there's no rule that you have to kill the masters. Man, she could have told me that earlier. Honestly, Tosak and this priest were being mean. Now I'm relieved. So even if we enter this Holy Grail War, Tosaka's not going to die.
I see. I guess that is one way to think. Then let me ask you, Miyashiro. Do you think that you can beat your own servant?
Huh? Beat Saber? Yeah, the game. I need to screen cap this right now. I'm posting it in the chat with you, Anya.
Do you think you could beat your own servant? Like a Beat Saber?
That's
The
impossible.
only thing they fear is you 100%, baby.
I fucking love this. In the first place, magic is useless against her and she's skilled with her sword.
Then let me ask you one more thing. It's a boring question. But do you think you are superior to your servant?
Huh? What's he saying? I can beat Saber, so there's no way I'm superior to her. For this question, my answer will always be that I'm weaker than my servant, so... Oh.
That's right. Servants are hard to defeat, even with the servant. So what should you do?
Did you lose the stream?
Sorry, I just received a message.
Oh, don't worry.
In a fight, right? See, it's a simple solution. Servants can only exist with a master. No matter how powerful the servant is, the servant will disappear if the master dies, so...
That's right, it's a natural solution. No one would choose to take the hard way. If you want to win, the most effective way to kill the servants could be to kill their masters instead.
What the?
Okay, I understand that killing the master is an effective way to eliminate other servants. But then if their servant gets killed, does that make someone not a master anymore? Only servants can touch the Holy Grail, right? Then there is no point to a master that doesn't have a servant.
No, the right to be a master still remains as long as you have the command spell. A master is a magus that can form a contract with servants. As long as you have the command spell, you can form a contract with servants. Oh, you can re-roll. Servants whose masters are killed do not disappear right away. They can stay in this world until their magical energy runs out. If such abandoned servants exist, a master with no servant can form a contract with them. That will allow them to rejoin the war. That is why masters kill each other masters, because if you allow them to live, there's a risk that they will impede you in the future.
Cool, isn't it?
That's really sick. I'm so excited for this. Oh my god.
So what if you use up your command spell? Then you won't be able to form a contract with other servants, and the freed servant will go off with someone else too. Wait, that's...
Yes, you're right. If you use up your command spell, you will be liberated from your duty as a master. However, I do not think the Magus exists that would waste a command spell that allows them to use such powerful magic.
Sadani, holy shit. Incredible, actually.
If there exists such a Magus, he isn't even an amateur, but just a chicken.
That is what you're going to with Kirin, huh? The priest lass, as he knows what I'm thinking about. He straight up just, like, the one way to egg him into keeping up and being a master in the Holy Grail War is... What are you, a fucking coward?
Nobody calls me chicken. I've seen Back to the Future. I know what's up.
I'm annoyed. That priest is making fun of me. I think he's trying to provoke me. His tone of voice pisses me off.
You must understand now, so we will finish the explanation of the rules.
Thank you.
Let us return to the beginning, Amiya Shiro. You said you have no intention of being a master. Do you still feel that way? If you want to abandon your responsibility as a master, that is fine too. As you have realized, you may use up your command spell to end your contract with Saber. In that case, I will guarantee your safety until the Holy Grail War ends.
Huh.
Fucked up.
Hold on, why do you have to guarantee my safety? I can protect myself. Honey! You have died twice today. Almost.
Buddy. Oh, stream froze. Back.
Oh.
I do not have enough free time to care for you either, but this is one of the rules. I have been dispatched to supervise the repeating Holy Grail War. That is why I must minimize the victims of the war. Protection of Magi who lost their claims to being a master is one of my biggest responsibilities as the supervisor.
What a nice man.
I don't think so.
It's just supposed to be perspective, you guess, but they really just make her look like proportionally way bigger than him somehow. He's just in the back. He's on the like podium thingy, the altar at the end, and she's next to us. Repeating Holy Grail War? Hold on. Repeating, does he mean that this kind of battle has happened many times before? What do you mean? The Holy Grail didn't just start now?
So let me tell you about this field, Shiro. Of course not. Do you think a supervisor would have been dispatched if it were so? This church bears a duty to recover the holy relics, as we are the lowest of the special agencies. Originally, it was our goal to research and recover the true cross, but here, we have a duty to investigate the Holy Grail.
Fair enough.
Another thing just kinda thrown out.
I didn't even know the True Cross was like a big deal in the Fate universe, but apparently.
I guess it was at some point.
I wonder if you can just summon Jesus Christ if you use the True Cross as a catalyst. Couldn't that be fucked up?
I can't see a reason why not, based on my limited knowledge of Fate.
The thing about that, right, is that we actually know what class Jesus could manifest in.
What?
I just killed Annie, I'm so sorry.
I love this stupid fucking series so much.
But yeah, as Tom just said, there is actually a Saber class, like as a Savior class.
That feels like cheating.
It exists because we also know that the Buddha is in Saber class. Also, yes, it is Saber with a V, which means that both Saber, the Saber class, and Saber, the Savior class, are said exactly the same in Japanese.
I'm sorry, I'm still getting over just the simple phrase. Yeah, we actually know what class Jesus was manifesting.
Okay, but also, I need you to imagine an actual saber, like sword saber, Jesus Christ just using the cross. Right?
I'm so glad that wasn't the only one thinking it. That's what I was picturing. Oh my god.
Or archer class with a nail gun.
That's fucked up. Also, nail guns are contact weapons. They don't actually like shoot out. You have to depress them.
They do with magic. Don't worry about it.
Okay, fair point. I suppose.
Okay,
I didn't really think about that.
But also, for real, do you know what could be a class with an actual weapon? Jesus Christ as a lancer wielding the Lance of Longinus.
Okay, that is actually kind of interesting.
Couldn't that be fucking cool?
But also,
It's... Oh yeah?
I don't. I'm sure I'm gonna get used to this as we go on,
Don't
but I don't
worry.
think I could recover from the shock of seeing specifically Jesus.
Oh, I love this series.
We have to investigate the 726 Holy Grail that has appeared in this far eastern land. We must recover it if it's real, and dispute it if it's not.
726... How many grails?
Who knows? It just means that there have been at least that many things that seemed like one.
Fucked up.
And one of those is the Holy Grail from the Holy Grail War, observed in this town. According to records, it's said that the first battle occurred about 200 years ago. Think of the 726 grails like Bigfoot sightings.
Honestly, yeah? Yeah.
No, that tracks. That's exactly the vibe.
Also, hello, Watchdog.
Oh, Love Me a Part 7 reference.
Hmm.
Since then, the battles between masters have been repeating in a cycle of about 50 years.
Also, yeah, Jade, of course we should give the man an MP that they were known for getting stabbed with. How else is he going to draw the blood of Christ?
Like, you have a point.
Exactly, right? He stabs himself with the Lance of Longinus and just does some cool blood magic. That's how it works. That's his noble phantasm. I'm going to hell.
Like, yeah, but do you think it's for that and not everything else?
You're right.
This is the 5th Holy Grail War. Since the last one was 10 years ago, this will be the shortest cycle yet.
Are you guys insane? You guys have repeated this thing 4 times already!
I feel the same way. As you said, people have repeated this event many times. Yes. In the past, Holy Grail wars were terrible. The masters were driven by their desires, forgot their teachings as magi, and just killed each other indiscriminately. I think you already know, but it's the highest crime for a magus to use his magic in public. A magus cannot allow his identity to be revealed to the public. But masters in the past have violated that. The Magic Association dispatched a supervisor to caution them, but they only made it in time for the Third Holy Grail War. The one dispatched then was my father. Do you understand now, boy?
Yep. Also, Jade said Berserker Jesus, and that's amazing.
I only vaguely know that that is a Fate term. However, Berserker Jesus is kind of fantastic on its own.
How mind-breaking could it be if Jesus was added to the game but he was a foreigner? Do you mean... Okay, no. The implication of you saying foreigner Jesus is that the Abrahamic god could be an eldritch being?
No, that tracks.
No, but like... I'm not sure how good this could be, you know? Yeah, I understand we need a supervisor, but from what you said, isn't this Holy Grail fundamentally bad?
Oh? How is it bad?
Because the past Magi were people who could break the rules of the Magi, right? Then let's say that this Holy Grail thing really exists. What will you do if the one who remains is someone who uses the Holy Grail selfishly? It's bad if such a thing is obtained by someone who has no problem killing others. If it's the job of the association to look after Magi, then shouldn't you guys be punishing those kinds of people? I question with a little hope. But as I expected, Kodomine Kirei lots.
Of course not. There are no magi who will act outside their own interests. We only supervise the rules of the Holy Grail War. We do not care about what happens afterwards. The Association is not concerned about the kind of person that obtains the Holy Grail.
Ah, yeah. That's ridiculous! What if the master that obtains the Grail is the worst guy possible?
It would be problematic, but we can do nothing. It is the Holy Grail that chooses its owner, and we do not have the power to stop a master who has been chosen by the Grail. It is a Grail that makes wishes come true, after all. The one who obtains it will be able to do as he pleases. But if you do not want that, then all you have to do is win it yourself. It's the most reliable way, isn't it?
Oh my god!
God damn it, you son of a bitch!
There's actually kinda lore about Jesus that would work with that. Wouldn't that really line up with all the other holy stuff we've seen? Do you know how madness enhancements would affect Jesus? It's possible that the fake Jesus was a sorcerer? God damn it, of course he would have fucking true magic.
So overwhelmed.
Same mood. I am into the Fate series, and seeing this chat is like breaking me a bit today. Also, thank you, WatchPop. I've gotten a flood of like people following me recently, and I'm happy about that. I had to thank Anya about that because it's thanks to her lovely voice and her presence here in this stream that this has been possible.
I really doubt that it's all me, hon.
It is all you. Koromina is trying to hold back his laughter. It's like he's enjoying my clumsy inability to accept the facts.
What's wrong, boy? I think that was a good idea, so we're gonna accept it?
That's none of your business. Anyway, I don't have any reason to fight. I'm not interested in the Holy Grail, and I don't feel like a master even if you tell me I am.
Oh, so you are not concerned about what the winner of the Holy Grail will do, even if it leads to disaster? Okay, so his real goal is to make sure that all of the people participate. Okay, like, cool.
Don't worry about it. Also, I'm not entirely sure, but it seems that way. Like, he's just egging him on to actually do it. I can't answer that question. Crap, his words are violent. They force the truth onto me, whether I want it or not.
That is fine, if you have no reason to fight. So you are not troubled by what happened 10 years ago? Oh, he's really on it now.
10 years ago?
That's right. At the end of the last Holy Grail War, an unsuitable master touched the Holy Grail. I do not know what the master wished for. All we know is the results of the disaster that came afterwards. That's crazy. I wonder what that could have been.
For an instant, that image of hell flashes in my head. Hold on. That can't be.
It is. It's an event that everybody in this town knows about, Amiyashiro. 500 killed or wounded, 134 buildings burned down. That inferno still unexplained is the remains of the Holy Grail War. That's really cool. Like, I knew that, but still, like, the explicit confirmation is just like a ooh.
And specifically a Chiro, right?
Right, like, he's saying this specifically, like, oh yeah, didn't you know? Everyone knows about this. The city burned down. It was terrible.
I feel sick. My vision blurs. I lose concentration and I can't focus my eyes. My body stumbles. But I hold myself firm. I hold on to consciousness by clenching my teeth. I hold back my nausea with the anger building up in me. Mia-kun? What's wrong? You're pale white. I know it's not a comfortable story, but if you want, we can take a rest for a while.
Oh, she cares.
Must have looked terrible. I think it's very rare for Tosaka to be worried like that. Don't worry, I feel better after seeing your face.
What?
Hey, just what is that supposed to mean? I have no hidden intentions, I meant literally, so don't worry about it. Oh, fine. Hey, that's the worst, you big oaf! The school's #1 honor student, Tosaka-rin, smacks me in the head. That does it. With that, the nausea and anger go away. Thanks. You really did help, so don't bully me too much. I have a few more things to ask about.
She grounded you with physical contact.
She looks like she hasn't hit me enough, but she still lets me continue. I love them so much.
God, I love her. Oh, you still have questions? Alright, let out everything you want to say.
You should know what I want to ask, yet he asks me to go on. Fine. Miyashiro won't lose to you. That's a dangerous sentence. Then I'll ask. You said this is the 5th Holy Grail War. Then has anyone ever obtained the Holy Grail?
Of course. A sad event like that annihilation doesn't happen every time.
Then...
Do not be hasty. It's easy just to obtain it. After all, the Holy Grail is managed in this church. If you speak of just touching it, I touch it every day.
You're phrasing, honey. You're fucking phrasing. I'm actually going to also fucking screen cap this, thank you. I'm keeping a track of these.
If you speak of just touching it, I touch it every day.
Huh? The Holy Grail is at this church?
Of course, it's only the vessel. It's empty. Rin said it earlier that the Holy Grail is in spirit form. What we maintain is a well-made replica of the Holy Grail. We use this as the catalyst to draw down the real Holy Grail and transform it into a grail that grants wishes, like a bird decoy. It's like the relationship between servants and masters. Yes, there was indeed a man who obtained the real Holy Grail temporarily using that method.
Temporarily?
It's only a bottle.
Jack Black, huh? Then, was that Holy Grail rare? No, what happened to the guy who obtained it?
Nothing. The Holy Grail was imperfectly completed. It was the result of a foolish man affected by sentiment. That's not vague. That's not really vague.
Huh? With the previous pressure gone, the priest narrows his eyes as Finn regret. What do you mean? Didn't the Holy Grail appear?
It is easy just to make the Holy Grail appear. Once the 7 servants are present, the Holy Grail will appear in time. As Rin said, there is no need to kill other masters. That does not complete the Holy Grail. That thing decides its own appropriate master, and for that reason it could not be obtained by a man who avoided battles.
Ah, you have the answer you asked earlier. You can't just avoid it. The Grail will just not manifest if you just avoid the Holy Grail.
Interesting. Also, if I could just flag chat really quick, we're not going to Camelot. Silly place.
So that just means it's useless to obtain the Holy Grail without settling matches with the other masters. The master who obtained the Holy Grail first in the last war was just a chicken. He just ran away from the Holy Grail, saying that he didn't want to fight the other masters. So saying, Tosaka looks away from Kotomine. No way. Does that mean Kotomine was one of the masters in the last war and he retired because he refused to fight in spite of obtaining the Holy Grail? Kotomine, you didn't fight?
I did until halfway, but I made a bad decision. As a result, I only obtained an empty Holy Grail. Well, I guess that was my limit anyway, because the other masters were all monstrous. I lost my servant first and was taken under my father's protection. This guy took a big L. Come to think of it, it was inappropriate for a son of the supervisor to be chosen as a master. Father died at that time. Since then, I have succeeded the role of the supervisor, and I protect the Holy Grail of this church.
Fair. Saying that, the priest called Kotomine Kirei turns around. Before him stands the symbol of worship.
That is the end of our conversation. The only ones qualified to obtain the Holy Grail are those who have servants. When there's only one of you left, the Holy Grail should naturally appear in front of you. Tell me your decision as to if you want to join this battle, the Holy Grail War, now.
He is not continuing this conversation. The priest requests my final decision.
This exchange is over.
I'm at a loss for words. I had no reason to fight until just now. Now I have a reason to fight, and a will to fight. But can I really accept that?
Are you still undecided? Look, a master is not something you can be just because you want to. Rin has been training long as a magus, but it was not determined that she would be a master. All that could be decided beforehand was whether to prepare for it or not. Only magi are chosen as masters. If you were a magus, you should have been ready already. I guess it cannot be helped if you say you're not. You and your teacher were failures in that case. It is merely annoying for such a magus to be fighting, so get rid of your command spell now.
You should get rid of your command spell now! Low tier priest.
Kill yourself now.
Just low tier priest.
Fuck, that's funny.
He doesn't need to ask. Oh man!
Oh, you could just back out now?
Yeah, we can just back out now. That should be... That is definitely the first bad ending, right?
I'm not gonna do that.
Let me check the flowchart, just so I can make sure.
Okay.
Day 3... Fair? We could see the bad ending if you want. That is in fact a bad ending. We can just get bad ended right now. Did you want to get bad ended?
So, especially not when you ask like that. But I think that we will fight.
We can come back here at any point if we want to see the bad ending, right?
We better. But for now, let's be smart.
Let's just keep going for now. We can just check the bad ending another time. For now, let's actually continue.
I think it would be really, really fun to just do like a tour of all the bad ends, like at the end.
I mean, we can do that if we do not just run into a bad ending accidentally along the way.
Like, yeah, of course, but like all the ones we missed, I think it would be really fun to do like a nostalgia tour of like start to finish all the ones that we fucked up at the end.
Fair enough, the little sigh. I won't run away. Honestly, this Holy Grail War and Master stuff doesn't seem real to me. But still, if there are only two choices, fighting or running away, I will never run away. The priest said it too. If I am a magus, I should be ready. That is why I must decide. Even though I'm an amateur, Emilia Shiru is a magus. If I have decided to become a superhero in the footsteps of Emilia Kiritsugu, whom I've admired all this time, I will fight as a master. If the cause of the fire 10 years ago was the Holy Grail War, I can't let it happen again. What a nice boy. As if he likes my answer, the priest smiles with satisfaction. I take a deep breath. I have cut away all hesitation. As a man, I said I will fight, so from now on all I have to do is go forward with pride so that I will not go against my own word.
Hold on.
Ooh, apparently, there's a special scene that unlocks once you build every bad ending across all 3 routes.
I think that'll be fun to do. Sorry, I had to refresh the call because I lost your voice.
Sorry, we couldn't hear you? You are kinda muffled.
Hello?
Now you are, okay.
Okay, yeah, I was apologizing because I had to refresh the call.
Oh, that explains it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Then I shall approve you as Saber's master.
But yeah, do read the bad ends when you encounter them accidentally or when you finish. Fair enough.
I fully intend to. I don't want to miss any content from this.
Oh, my bad. Click.
In this instant, the Holy Grail War is accepted. I approve the battle in this town from now until only one master remains. Everyone shall follow their pride and compete fully against each other.
It begins.
It begins.
The priest's voice echoes heavily through the church. There is no meaning to that declaration. Only Tosoka and I heard the priest's words. This man merely rang the starting bell as the priest of this church. So it's decided, then I'm going home. But can I ask you a question too?
I don't mind. This might be the last time, so I shall answer most questions.
Thank you. Then I shall ask, Kirei, you're the one in charge of looking after this, so you should have information on the other masters. I follow the association's rules, so at least tell me what you know. What a bitch.
That's troubling. I really want to tell you, but I do not know the details either. Including in the Ashura. There are not many legitimate magi this time. There are only 2 masters I know about. 3 of you, or 3 if you include Miyashiro.
I see. Still, you should know the order they were summoned. You're the supervisor after all.
Berserker was first, Caster was second, the rest are pretty much the same. Archer was yesterday, and Saber was summoned a few hours ago.
Interesting knowing this order, knowing that I know the servants. Very interesting, actually.
I don't.
I see, then that means...
The Holy Grail War has officially started. Ren, you are not allowed to come to this church until the Holy Grail War is over. The only time it is permitted is...
when I lose my servant and wish for protection, right? So I pretty much get points deducted if I come here for any other reason. You're already fighting to the fucking death. You don't need to think about it like extra points.
No, she has to get a good grade. They can just take the grail from you? That is correct. You may become the victor, but the church will not ignore the points deducted. They will take the Holy Grail away from you after a boring discussion. That would be the worst case scenario for me.
They would take it from her because she is a nice girl that just adheres to the rules, don't worry about it. He's not brought up in Fate Stay Night itself, but he has a handy little Ouija board that basically keeps track of that side of things. Interesting, huh?
Neat.
You just realized if Shiro summons Saber, that he better take out a loan for grudge. Oh, don't worry about it, hon. That is stuff for later. You fake priest, a person on the side of the church supporting the Magic Association.
I am serving God. It doesn't mean I'm not. That does not mean I'm serving the church. That's kind of based.
Whatever. That's why you're a fake. That's why she calls him a fake priest. And Tosaka turns her back to the priest. After that, she just makes her way to the exit without saying goodbye. Is that okay, Tosaka? He was your fellow pupil, right? So... Shouldn't there be a more proper farewell? The fucking
Ooh! The sass.
I don't care. I'd rather feel relieved from breaking the ties to him. More importantly, you should leave too. You have no business here now. Tosaka walks across the floor without stopping and really leaves. I sigh and follow her, and then... I feel a presence behind me and turn around. The priest who was behind me before I knew it is looking down on me. What? Do you have anything else to say? I back off as I say so. Just as I thought, I don't like him. Maybe we're just incompatible or something, but I can't get myself to like him. If you don't have anything to say, I'm going. I make my way to the door, trying to escape his stare. As I go...
Rejoice, boy. Your wish will finally come true.
He did it! He said the line! Yorokobe shonen! He did it! That's his line. The priest says as if declaring an oracle. Those words are... Aren't those the true feelings I haven't yet realized? What are you saying all of a sudden?
You should know, your wish will not come true unless there is a clear evil. Even if it is not something you approve of, a superhero requires a villain to defeat. That's pretty cool.
I feel like everything has turned black. The priest said it. The greatest wish and the ugliest wish I have are one and the same. Yes, the desire to protect something is at the same time none other than the wish for something to violate it.
I am.
You... But there's no way I'd wish for something like that. I don't remember a moment when I've wished for something like that. Such an insecure wish just means that the target ideals are inconsistent. But the priest says, as if to pierce my heart, good thing you have an enemy now.
No, you do not have to gloss over it. Your worries are right for a human being.
I shake off the priest's words and walk to the door.
Farewell, Miyashiro. This will be my last warning, but take care on your way home. Your world will change completely from now on. You are now at the point of kill or be killed. You are now a master.
Oh!
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
That was such an intense fucking ending, actually. As soon as I leave, the pressure on my shoulder lifts.
It's spiritual pressure. Yeah, I forgot!
You forgot about the raincoat?
I forgot about the little fucking raincoat!
Certainly, you could say that getting away from that priest helped. But Tosaka standing out in her uniform, and the blonde-haired girl in a raincoat standing near her, making a strangely well-matched sight that somehow takes the pressure off of me. Oh. Saber is silent as always. She's looking at me, so it seems she's interested in the decision I made. Let's go. We're going the same way until we get back to town. Tosaka starts walking. Following after her, we leave the church as well. Oh, man, what a presence that man has, huh?
What a guy.
What a guy. Oh. Yeah! She returned Saber into 6 from Little Nightmares. I forgot you didn't see that, Watchdog. The 3 of us descend the hill together. I need you to know, right? Like, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining the sound of, like, armor metallic noise grinding and also the squeak of, like, rubber, like, boots at the same time.
That is perhaps one of the noisiest pedestrians that I have ever thought of.
I love them so much. The shoulder pads under the raincoat make it look like she's even more constantly pouting. Ah.
I fucking love Saber.
The three of us descend the hill together. We didn't talk much on the way here, but there's even less talk now. Even dull as I am, I know why. After what happened to the church, I truly became a master. And that must be the reason Tosaka is walking a little apart from us. I understand that. I understand, but I don't like thinking about Tosaka like that. Tosaka, is your servant okay? Huh? Oh yeah, Archer is okay. Though it doesn't seem like the damage caused by Saber will heal fast, so I don't think I'll be able to materialize him for a while. And he's not with you right now. No, he's taking shelter at my house right now. He'll be at a disadvantage if he was attacked by other servants right now, so I'm making him stay ready at a place of strength. I see. Unlike my house, I'll bet Tosaka's house is well prepared against attacks. A house is like a fortress for mages. They will not lose as long as they stay here. There. That must mean enemies will not attack you as long as you stay on your home ground. I see.
Didn't Shiro get jumped on his home ground, like, earlier today?
Yeah, but he's a bad magus, don't worry about it.
Right.
The boundary, he doesn't have a boundary. The only boundary field he has is detection of people entering and breaking into his house.
He has essentially an ADT alarm system.
Yep, that's the only thing he has.
Good for him.
The boundary field at my house is merely an alarm against intruders, but even having that makes a big difference. Yeah, Tosaka, that guy said he was the supervisor of the Holy Grail War, but does he know your servant? He shouldn't. I haven't told him. I see. You guys seem to have a good relationship, so I thought so. Hey, Miyakun. I'll warn you now. Don't tell anybody your servant's identity. Keep it a secret even from people you trust or you'll end up exiting this battle early. What do you mean, Saber's identity? What I mean is which hero the servant is. No matter how strong someone may be, if you reveal your potential, you'll surely be beaten someday. It's fine, so have Saber tell you her real name later on. You should understand what I mean then. Though, hang on, you're like this, so it might be better if she didn't tell you. You're like this.
You're, this whole situation.
Why? Because you can't keep secrets. You'll be able to keep a secret better if you don't know about it.
What a bitch.
Hey now, what do you think I am? I can't take care of myself. Really? Then do you have anything you're hiding from me? Anything I'm hiding from you? That's... I say as my face fires up. I don't have any guilty conscience, but, well, could kind of admiring her count as something I'm hiding from her?
Damn it.
See? I don't know what you're here hiding, but it's no good if it shows on your face.
Tactical genius to suck her in.
You have other good aspects, so don't worry about it. Then what about you? You're hiding it from that priest. Does that mean you don't trust him? Here, Harley, I'm not crazy enough to trust him. He's a cheat who transferred from the church to the Magic Association without quitting the church. He'd happily sell my information to the other masters. She does not trust this man. Tosaka says, with annoyance. It seems she really doesn't trust the priest. I'm a bit relieved, but still her words do seem to hold a bit of affection. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And we pass the bridge. There's no conversation between us now. The cold winter air and our cold breath. A faint sound of flowing water and the white street lamps that light up the bridge. Small things like that are engraved into my memory. Oddly, I didn't think about looking at Tosaka who's walking next to me. Right now, it seems walking on a bridge at night together like this is more precious than seeing her face. Me, Tosaka, and the girl called Saber I know nothing about. We three walked together without doing much. We reached the intersection. The intersection that leads to our houses. The place where we must part with Osaka. We'll part here. I repay my debt, and it could be troublesome if we stay together any longer. We should part and become enemies from tomorrow on.
Oh.
It must be the end of the ambiguous position we're in right now. Tosaka starts talking and cuts off suddenly. From that I realize she did not explain the rules to me out of any sense of obligation. She just supported me, understanding the situation I'm in, and acted fairly. So things are back to normal once the explanations are over. I will just be her target as a master now. But if so, what she just said was strange. Tosaka must have meant that it could be difficult to fight if she feels empathy for me. For Tosaka, everything that happened tonight must have been unnecessary. It could be troublesome if we stay together any longer. If she's going to say something like that, she shouldn't have left us alone from the beginning. She should have left us alone from the beginning. He's starting to see the cracks. Tosaka's smart, so she should know all that too well. But still, she set aside all thought of loss or gain and helped me out. So what happened tonight that was totally out of good faith? The Tosaka in front of me is too different from how she is at school. Even when I put it nicely, she's sour, cranky, unapproachable, and she's so different that I want to scream out. Man, it feels almost like a fraud. Yet, still, Tosaka Ren is just how everyone thought she was. I see. Tosaka, you really are a good person. Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I won't go easy on you even if you flatter me. I know that. She won't go easy on me, and that's why she said it will be a bother if she feels empathy for me. I know, but I don't want to be enemies with you if I can help it. I like people like you.
That's not what you said 10 seconds ago.
He doesn't like her, like, just whole persona, but also he can tell that she has a heart of gold that he likes.
I'm kind of here for it.
Tosaka falls silent for some reason. I hear Tosaka's house in the western is in the western style district, in the opposite direction to my place. Since she's taken care of me until now, I could walk her home, but anyway, just run to the church if your servant ever gets killed. If you do, at least your life will be safe. I won't like it, but still, I'll take that advice. It won't happen though. However I look at it, I'll die before Saber does.
Jesus Christ, boy!
I calmly analyze the situation. Tosaka reacts strangely once again. After letting out a sigh, she glances at Saber. Alright, I won't give you any more warnings because that'd really be empathy. Just be careful, even though Saber is strong, it won't matter if you, her master, gets killed. It's not like I want to see you or Saber more often.
It's not like I want you guys to, like, be okay.
She turns her back and starts walking. But as if she's seen a ghost, her feet stop dead in their tracks. Tosaka? The instant I call out to her, my left hand drops in pain. Hey, had you finished talking? Oh. A young voice echoes through the night. The voice, like a song, is unmistakably that of a young girl. Oh god, accidentally. What did I do? Accidentally opened the log. My vision is drawn to the top of the hill. I don't know when the clouds parted, but a bright moon is now shining in the sky. Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh god! Are we going directly into this?
Oh god, is something happening? Oh god, why would a jump scare?
There. Oh no!
That's a big man.
Hi.
That's a really big man.
A long shadow. There's a strange shape that shouldn't be here in this pale town of shadow pictures.
Oh fuck, oh no.
Berserker.
I've heard that word. Even I know that one's important here.
Ooh. Tosaka mumbles a word I'm not accustomed to hearing. I don't even need to ask. That thing is definitely a servant. And at the same time, an overwhelming sense of death, exceeding even the one in the fire 10 years ago.
I love the way this thing relies on callbacks to build atmosphere.
Oh.
He's so big! He looks like fucking Nosferatu Zod from Berserk.
Oh fuck.
Good evening, Oni-chan. It's the second time we've met like this.
The girl smiles as she says so. That innocence sends a chill down my spine. Oh my god. No, spine is an understatement. Not just my body, but my mind is frozen as well. That thing is a monster. I'm not staring at it, but its presence makes me unable to move. I understand naturally that I will die in the instant I move even a muscle. It feels like a knife is pushed right against my naked chest. Still, I feel nothing. Probably because there's too little hope of me getting out of this alive. All fears and impatience are drowned by hopelessness, so I don't feel a thing. Crap, he's on a totally different level. Unlike me, who's paralyzed, Tosaka has the composure to stand ready. But it will come to nothing. Even though I can only see her back, I can sense the despair she's feeling. Huh? Oh, your servant's taking a rest? That's no fun. I thought it killed you both at once. The girl says unhappily as she looks down at us from the top of the hill. We are in an even worse situation now. That girl knows Tosaka's servant is not here. And then... the girl bows unsuitably for this situation. Nice to meet you, Rin. I am Ilia. You should work it out if I make that... You should work it out if I make that Ilia... Oh, you should work it out if I make that Ilias Viel von Einsbern. Einsbern. Tosaka's body moves slightly as she seems to recognize that name. Perhaps she liked Tosaka's reaction as the girl smiles happily, and... I'll kill you! Go ahead, Berserker! Oh my god.
Fuck.
She orders a strange shape behind her, as if she's singing. The large body flies through the air! The thing called Berserker comes flying down the whole distance from the top of the hill.
Jiro, stay back.
Saber runs, her raincoat comes off, and my vision is blocked for a second. Saber runs to Berserker's landing point, and Berserker lands with a huge thud at exactly the same moment. The air trembles. Elias, probably your favorite character of this VN, followed by the fake priest. I like her already. Saber stops Berserker's great sword with her invisible sword. Saber makes a pained face. There. Berserker's gigantic sword flashes like a whirlwind. Jesus Christ. A great thunderous roar. The crash of steel that almost tears the air results in defeat for Saber. A sliding sound. Even though she blocked Berserker's giant sword, she's driven back along with the sword she used to block it. Saber's posture collapses. The lead-colored serpent chases after her. Oh my god, he's just unrelenting! Oh no! This is
See,
very
it's
bad.
like, it's interesting seeing like a fight that is legitimately like to the death with no frills, because the only fights we've seen with Lancer have been full of him like pausing to smarm.
Yeah, and this one is just fucking going for the kill immediately.
And this one's just like, alright, no bullshit, let's just start murdering.
The grey figure swings its giant sword as if it's the only thing it knows how to do. Saber doesn't have the time to dodge it and blocks it with her sword. It does not matter if Saber's sword is invisible or not. Each of the Berserker's attacks is a fatal one that must be blocked with all of her might. Therefore, Saber has to stay on the defense. For her, the only chance of victory is to find a means to attack in between Berserker's attacks. But that's only if Berserker leaves an opening. The black rock sword is just like a storm. With such a large body, and with such a large sword, and yet Berserker is moving faster than Saber. The attacks he sends out are just smashing swings with no technique to them. But that's enough. If there is overwhelming power and speed, there is no room for technique. Techniques are something humans invented to compensate for their weaknesses. Weaknesses are things that Giant doesn't have.
That's cool.
Run. I murmur with my frozen body. That thing cannot be defeated. Saber will be killed if we go on like this, so she should run away. It would be easy for her to get away if it were just her here. She should know that already. Yeah, the writing is good.
I'm 100% with you there.
Oh, that's bad. My body's numb, but maybe that's why my mind is so calm. The storm of death that strikes without a pause, unable to take all the attacks, Saber retreats, and this time... the final blow that cannot be blocked is swung. Saber's body oh my god, look at the fucking...
I know.
street. Saber's body rises. She manages to defend against Berserker's giant sword, even in a bad posture. But that's only to avoid a fatal blow. She couldn't brace herself to totally block the giant sword, and the impact blows her away. She falls, her body drawing a big arc. Before she falls on her back, Saber turns in midair and lands on her feet. Oh,
That's so cool.
she manages to recover, but red blood is running down her chest. People seeing this tomorrow, it was a gas explosion, don't worry about it. That's... how stupid of me. I was forgetting something important. I don't know how much a servant can fight in one day, but this is already her third battle. And on top of that, Saber has the wound in her chest inflicted by Lancer. Oh.
I'm so enraptured.
Saber moves as if to protect her chest. Berserker moves and slashes like a raging wind at the wounded Saber and... receives many attacks on its back. Oh. I don't know what kind of magic it is, but Berserker's body explodes from Tosaka's spell. Judging from the magical energy given out, the magic directly hitting Berserker must be an impact close to that of a high-caliber pistol. Oh.
Rin keeps the gat on her at all times.
But even that is meaningless. It doesn't even scratch Berserker's body.
That's so fucking cool.
He isn't nullifying magic like Saber. It's just that the magic is not doing any damage. What kind of ridiculous body does he have? Tosaka does not stop casting. But Berserker ignores Tosaka's spells and charges at Saber. Oh, Saber. We're really in it now.
Oh, we're really in it now, Saber.
Saber raises her head in pain. She holds her sword up to still fight. That gets my body to move again. No! Run, Saber! I yell with all my might. Hearing that, she faces the enemy she cannot compare to. There is no end to Berserker's dogs. Saber's body sinks every time she blocks a blow, and she slowly approaches her final moment. She's trying so hard. But still, where in that small frame does she have all that power? Saber doesn't retreat. She blocks the surging waves of the giant sword and tries to drive back Berserker with her willpower. There is no chance of victory. The way she's holding her ground looks bizarre, as she should know she will be defeated if she keeps fighting. Maybe it sends something in her posture. The figure silent until now roars. A blow,
so cool.
A blow impossible to block. The blow that even swinging through Saber, swings through Saber's blows her away. The sound of something falling in the distance. Ooh.
Ooh.
Fresh blood spills out. In that pool of blood with a body that should not be able to get back up.
Woo!
Oh, she stands up.
unironically,
Hmm?
that's the coolest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, she stands up unconsciously.
Woo!
It's as if she's saying that I could be killed if she didn't do so. That makes me realize how foolish my choice was. Berserker stops after defeating Saber. Without paying attention to me or Tosaka, it waits for its master's orders at the top of the hill. There's no way you could be able to beat him. My Berserker is the greatest hero of Greece. Oh, you're just telling us that, huh? Greatest hero of Greece? You must mean... Yes? The one standing there is the devil called Heracles.
Interesting.
He is the worst monster there is, on a different level from the heroes you guys can summon. Oh, she just straight up said it, huh?
Okay.
The girl who called herself Ilya narrows her eyes cheerfully. Those are eyes of joy about the finish of her enemies. I don't even need to say who the ones getting killed are. Saber will be killed right here. Then what am I going to do? Am I going to fight that monster in her place? I can do that. Let your soul hair gets to the roll. Yeah! Yeah, he is!
I'm gonna walk Jesus.
Just approaching that thing without being prepared could stop my heart. Oh my god!
Fuck, god damn it!
Oh my god!
Oh jeez. Okay. I think
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm punching the air. Both of these feel like bad choices. Run away.
Run away with Osaka?
Yeah.
I'll get away from
Run
this place.
away.
Saber can't beat that monster. She will certainly be killed if I let her continue fighting. If that's the case... Tosaka, this way! Huh? I take Tosaka's hand and start running. If we are that girl's targets, she will definitely come after us. Then Saber will survive, and we have a chance of surviving if we run away to a place with more people. Hey, you can turn your back on him! Huh? The hand I grabbed is shaken off. Oh! And in a flash, Tosaka moves between me and the thing as if to protect my defenseless back and... Oh! Her chest takes a giant sword.
No.
Tosaka! I can feel my face stiffening as I turn around. I hear the pain voice. Tosaka calls up blood and looks down at the sword in her chest.
No.
Man, what was I doing? Does she mean trying to protect me or trying to attack Berserker? Tosaka tilts her head in wonder, as if she knew it was useless from the start and... Church. Go to Kirei. Leaving those words, she is thrown to the ground. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh! My body reacts before I can think. The black giant standing before me, using the opportunity when he threw Tosaka away. I ran desperately like an animal through rings of fire. Oh, he ran away? That's cute, Oni-chan. You think you can get away from Berserker? I run. The only thing in my head is Tosaka's words. The church. I have to get up this hill and go to the church. Go to the church and ask for help from Kotomine. I have to do it. Or Tosaka will die. Or Saber will die too. Or I won't be able to save them. I too will... A blow in the back. Not with a sword. The giant struck my back with its arm like a bush hammer. Oh. Jeez, you're useless! I told you not to kill him easily, but you can't even do that simple thing? You good for nothing! I'll kill you to your last one if you disobey my orders again! Oh man. Oh. Huh? He's alive? He's alive even though he was thrown all the way over here. I can't breathe. My backbone is smashed. I can't breathe. I see. You're alive, Oni-chan. You can't use any magic, but I guess there was still a reason you were chosen as Mom's master. Oh boy.
Fucked up.
Good. There'd be no point in me coming to Japan if it wasn't like this. I can move. You can't call me alive anymore. I'm... No, I won't let you die that easily. I had to hurt you more and teach you how wonderful your life was up until now.
Fucked up. Oh god, I didn't realize there'd be, like, drawn out consequences.
The silver-haired girl holds my head. Her cold white fingertips freeze my skull. In that instant, when I'm turned into something that is not me. I'll turn you into an ugly doll that can't even die. Oni-chan is going to take care of its serious place from now on.
What? Hang on. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on.
I wish, with my last thoughts, for Tosaka and Saber to be safe.
No. Wait, hang on.
Taiga Dojo is a strange hint corner. If you would like to beat the game by yourself, or if you would like to keep the characters' images, please be warned. Yes, take the advice. Now is the best part of the bad ending.
What?
Time for Taiga Dojo. Hello, I'm Fujimura Taiga, the instructor of the Taiga Dojo, a dreamlike rescue corner that trains people who die easily. And I'm Ilya, keeping Taiga company out of compassion, even though I don't have to be here.
What's going on?
We are getting the why the fuck we bad ended and what to do next scene. Don't worry about it. Senior student, your name in this dojo is senior student. Throwing me back. The demonic sword, Torashina, is fearsome indeed. Torashina has been added to the weapon section. Do I have that? I don't. What do you mean I don't?
Okay, so I feel like I just watched like a close friend get murdered, and now people are like launching confetti and like throwing a cake at me, and everyone's like, hey, it's completely different. And I'm like, guys, I'm still processing what I just saw.
Don't worry about it. Shinai were originally suggested by a prominent swordsman in Japan, Kamizuni Nobitsuna, as a weapon to be used in matches in place of real swords and wooden swords, but leaving all such complicated stories aside, Torashinai is Fujine's favorite sword of choice. Rule back 5 years. Because the tiger strap in the Shinai was considered bad manners, she was not permitted to enter some official tournaments. The Kendo Club members complained that her name could have been known all over Japan were it not for this Shinai, but they were rather relieved that she stayed unknown. A demonic sword that will not rest until it tastes blood, still sealed by the Fujimura family. Thank you for that, actually. Huh? Did you hear a weird sound just now? Do not break the fourth wall on me, lady. But yeah, the first time I saw a thing like this was with BlazBlue, where after the bad endings you could get a little like side theater scene with Kokonoe, where she could advise you on what to do and it was like humorous. This game has this as well.
Interesting.
After a bad ending, you just get a little reprieve and you get like a little side funny thing.
Aftercare.
Now, anyways, what is the theme this time, Taiga? Yes, our topic this time is about the bad endings.
It's sudden, but you die easily in Fate if you let your guard down.
I see.
Everyone basically shows no mercy, so it's proper practice to save every time you reach a choice. Shira's everyday life is a scramble filled with red lights. Yeah, Onichan is always so unguarded, as I thought I had to protect him.
It was your fault!
I mean, she didn't kill us, you know. She did the opposite, in fact.
I think you're debating semantics with me.
Chest. Ah, Master, that Shinai really hurts. Please use some more gentle Shinai. Request denied. A girl like you who kills out of love should run around the dojo 3 times at once. I'm against anything tiring. You don't want this tiger stump? Oh, alright, I'll go. She wants the stump. Well, the cause of your death this time is considering to run away from that very dangerous kid. It's kill or be killed once you meet her. Be careful, since a half-hearted choice will bring only death. Tiger, there's a weird cat near the dojo. There's a weird fucking cat.
There's a weird fucking cat outside.
Step
Put the dogs away.
Step on its tail and drop it off. And don't call me Tiger. I love her.
Alright, I made it go somewhere. Very well, then we're done. The story is just getting started. Once you get through this trouble, the battle as a master will finally start, or maybe it won't start yet? Which is it?
I guess a bit more training. Anyway, we fucking died. And we got the Taiga Dojo.
Would now be a good time to pause and come back on making the good choice next time?
We could do that, yeah?
I feel like it might be a good plan.
Let me, one moment. Just, ooh.
This feels like a fine place to pause. I feel like we've officially, the training wheels are now off.
Oh man, oh my fucking god, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck? Sorry, I just kinda scrolled down the flowchart to see the different routes, and what the fuck? This is big. This is really fucking big, holy shit.
Okay, what? I don't understand what you mean.
No, you're not seeing anything. I'm checking the flowchart of the different routes that I have that tells you what each choice does and which choices lead to different routes.
Uh-huh.
And I just started scrolling down it, and it's so long, like so long.
Oh, you mean big in size, not big as in interesting.
Yeah, no, let me.
Oh, big if large.
Yeah, allow me to just scroll down the entire thing so you can hear Oh wait, it's not now. It's still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling. Still scrolling.
I believe I was remarking to you earlier before we started streaming that this felt like I was getting into a college course.
Yeah.
I'm signing on for very long presentations and occasional lectures as more relevant information gets brought up. We're analyzing a primary text, but we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a bit.
Anyway. We met Ilya. We fucking died to Heracles.
I think it's Heracles.
Heracles, thank you. Man, that is sure a way. What a fucking mountain of a man.
I wasn't expecting to die brutally, but that certainly did contextualize everything.
Yeah, so far there has been the implied threat of death, but it has been too linear to actually die.
Yeah,
but...
exactly. And they're not gonna let the smug anime bastard kill you. They wouldn't let him get that way.
Yeah, exactly. But now we are as the dojo said, the training wheels are off. We are past the point of just prologue and starting. We're getting into it. We are going to fucking die.
The fucking Holy Grail War has started.
6 episodes in.
It only took 6 fucking... I was about to say 6 weeks, but it's been so much longer than that.
That's right.
No, but this is good. We're on a 3-stream streak.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the correct days, but certainly at least one a week.
Yeah, and this has been lovely. I've been really enjoying everything so much.
This is so good. I know I've said it, I think every single week we've done this. Thank you so much for inviting me along on this. I am having such a blast. I think I was telling you before we started how, like, oh god, I want to get into this so much, like, faster than I am, but I gotta wait for the streams.
Yeah, as I mentioned though, if there's like at any point you have like free time or like you just really ache on doing a double whammy at some point, we can do that.
Absolutely, I'll keep you posted. If I have free time, you'll be the first to know.
Pog. And we met the fucking shady priest, and we met the girl, the white girl.
We met the fucking white girl.
We met the white girl.
White girl jump scare.
Oh god, I only know her from a different iteration of her that appears in another Fate media and that iteration's iteration in Fate Grand Order. So actually getting to see her as like being a fucking threat was kind of really fucking cool.
Honestly, I'm thrilled. I cannot wait to see more of just what this game has to offer. It's really been hooking me in. It's presented perfectly. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, also, the bad ending gave some interesting extra context to bring back to the real route.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm presuming that will be explained very surprisingly. I was about to say very soon, and then remembered how long we have left in here. Nothing's happening soon. But
and also, remember that like a long scrolling I did?
Yeah.
So that long scrolling I did, right? How to say this? That is, all 3 routes are like stacked next to each other. That is not...
Yeah, this is not top down. I fully understand that you are saying, hey, this is the length of the route we are committing to.
Do not tempt the curse, says Jade. It's worth remembering that the Mekuka spin-off is actually a completely different person. Yeah, I know. Oh, but this is so exciting, and... Oh...
I'm so excited to see what happens next. Like, I'm also excited to not see Rin die.
Yeah, God.
That was unpleasant.
Oh my god, she just fucking got Heracles.
They just fucking killed her.
Oh, like... I've heard about top surgery, but not like that.
What? She's dead.
Titties just clean off.
That's fucked up.
Oh, also, can we appreciate how much she's been trying just to protect Shiro?
It's so cute. I love it.
It's so good.
Like, I think my favorite character type in anything ever is person who really wishes they weren't burdened with being a good person, but is a good person nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, that is going to do it for now, and I am so excited for next time.
Thank you so much for having me along, as always.
Always, and I will be seeing you, Han. By all means, see you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. And there she goes. Oh my fucking god! I did not expect to see. I did not expect to see Heracles today. I didn't expect the boy to be here. I didn't expect us just to be fucking immediately attacked. Or to get instantly bad-ended. Holy shit. Also, Ilya is fucking creepy. I kinda love her. I have to admit, I really love creepy, dangerous Ilya. I dig it. Hey, you like the boy? You like the boy, Han? Oh, I know he's a fucking threat in this VN. Also, I adore that the first thing you thought seeing Kotomine was Rasputin. And now we have been properly introduced to your 2 favorite characters from this VN. Good. Heracles causes more bad ends than any other character across all 3 routes. I believe it. he is a complete force of nature. He is the man that if you make the wrong choice, you just get fucking blasted. There's no negotiating or escaping that thing. Oh. I can't wait to see more buttons. Just Rasputin playing quietly in the distance. Either first place or second, yeah, I wonder who the second place is. But until next time, I'm just going to dip. It's 1 AM. How long has this been? Almost 3 hours. The Fate streams are a respectable size, honestly. Oh no. What? When? Oh. I just checked my OBS. At some point I stopped recording. Oh no. I didn't record that chapter. I guess I can still download it from YouTube, but I didn't record this chapter. Fuck. Oops. My bad. They've been getting longer with the last few. They've been getting longer, you know why? Because Anya has been less sleepy and we've been getting into cool things that we want to see more and more of. So we just keep dragging it a little bit. Anyway, I'm just going to end this now. Give me a moment, I have to check the music thing. Ending music. There we go. Human music. Also, I'm going to post a little spoiler warning, right? I'm going to do a little spoiler warning right now. So anyone who doesn't want to know what, like, a big thing that's going to happen next in the VN, please mute or dip out already, since I'm already starting to leave. But when we were talking about low tier god, like Kirei, like low tier priest, it was so funny. Because we're replacing it with a different thing, but the thing is, you should kill yourself now. It's in fact something that fits him very well later. Or like, not necessarily later, but it's something that fits the mood, you know? So like, you should kill yourself now. It's definitely something this man fits without having to change it for a different version. Yeah. But it is not yet time to see the full shadiness of the priest. We have probably a lot of chapters before that comes to pass. Maybe not even in this route. I think there's some big priest moments in Unlimited Blade Works. I don't know how many of those same ones are in the Fate route. The bitch rising is a sign of Wakraya reaching high excitement and enrichment. Anyway, it is entirely possible that, no, actually, yeah, by the next stream, I'm going to have a better mic. Oh, no, wait, the next stream is Sunday, never mind. But soon I'm going to have a better microphone, so I hope I will sound better than I have until now. Do you love the buttons in this game? Your favorite ones are from the third route. I can't even begin to imagine Heaven's Feels like buttons. He has stuff to do in Fate. He's mostly involved in Heaven's Feel, huh? Interesting. I guess it makes sense. It's the one with the most bullshit. Oh. I should, since Sunny isn't here, I should clarify. The things I know about the routes are that they are basically the Fate route is the Shiro and Saber route. Unlimited Blade Works is the one where Rin has more of a presence, and it's like the more Rin route, but it's also very of the interplay between Shiro and Archer. And then Heaven's Fields is just the complete other side of the other routes, where we get to see some cool things that happen to Sakura. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We have a long way to go. I am not going to spoil anything, but Heaven's Fields is going to be an interesting route when we get to it. I actually cannot wait. I'm actually so excited for Heaven's Fields. I really want to see what the fuck happens. It's the one where the genre changes to horror, yeah! Do we get to throw Senji in a dumpster? Probably? Probably. I hope so. Anyway, that's more than enough. I'm actually going to get it going now. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for being excited with me for all of this. And I will be seeing you next time. We do throw Senji in a dumpster and then light it on fire. Thank you. Oh, thank you, God. But yeah, good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, however much that may be, and we'll be seeing you next Friday again, probably. And I will be around without Anya on Sunday, but not Wednesday, because I'm taking a break that week. Don't worry. Chat, do you want to know a secret? Before I go, do you want to know a secret? I am taking a break on Wednesday because I have been doing a lot and I like I like being able to rest, but the secret thing is, the actual reason for me not doing anything on Wednesday is that the final part of Lost Belt 6 for Fate Grand Order comes out this Monday, and I'm going to be playing that the entire week and then decompressing because it's going to be fucking devastating. So don't worry about it. Goodbye.